Hey there, folks. Andrew Griffiths here, book writing coach extraordinaire. I'll call myself. But we're into the second part about this, and we're trying this month to really get clear on what your book is about, and taking the time to really get that clarity. All too often, I think people just think, "Oh, okay, I'll open up a Word doc and start typing it, and my book will happen." It's not how you write a fantastic book. It's not how you write a world-class book. You got to spend time doing the actual homework. You got to spend time doing the research. You got to spend time getting clear. When I work with people, we develop a book pitch document, and that's that step. Okay, that's how this all kind of begins. So let's go back now. The topic I want to talk about here is about how do you define and refine, I guess, what that core message of your book is. Like, what is that kind of that key element? And a lot of people really struggle with this. I think one of the keys of this is you've got to be able to actually sum up your book in one compelling sentence. What is your book about? If you can't answer that in one sentence, then your book idea is not clear enough. It's a really simple little test that'll tell you that kind of clarity. So if I said to you, what's your book about, and you can't answer it in one clear sentence that is compelling, right, then you're not clear enough. Okay? So further on that, what's the single most important takeaway that you want your readers to gain? What do you want them to take out of this? Start with that. I want to help them to achieve this. I want to show them how to go from here to here. I want to help them to become this. I want to help them overcome that. So understanding that is our focus, right? Then we keep coming back to saying, well, that means we've got to make sure that we're answering that in the book. We've got to avoid the temptation of trying to cover too much. This is a really big problem where, these days, and it used to work in the past where we could have a broad book that covered a lot of ground, but really the trend these days is much more to be narrow of focus, but to go deeper. Go deeper on a specific topic. And I would say that's where your core message and your unique expertise to be able to go deeper on that topic is really of value, your unique experiences, etc. Outline, and I tend to mind map this. This is my core message, the central premise of the book. What are some of the other ideas that support that? So, for example, my book, Someone's Got to Be the Most Expensive, Why Not Make It You? Around the outside of that, I've got limiting beliefs. I've got understanding the what happens with being the cheapest. I've got the how do you put up your prices? Just random kind of things that I then was able to put into a structure as well. This understanding of that core message, that central premise of the book, then means that we've got to make sure that everything we do is going to go back to that. And I always say there's a central question to a book, which is another video, but it's really, that's what the reader really wants answered, their biggest issue or opportunity. You got to keep asking yourself as you're writing it, am I answering that question? Am I answering that question? Am I answering that question? So anyway, refining your book, the central premise, the question, the whole big burning thing, the moral to the story, get tight, get narrow, go deep. All right. Thanks, folks. Bye-bye.